Hey folks, we're back with another product review here in AutoTune Media. For this episode, we have an entry-level dashcam with all the necessary features at an affordable price, the 70mai A200. But don't be mistaken, because even though this is an inexpensive dashcam, it packs a lot of safety and intelligent features that make it truly worth your hard-earned money. So be sure to stay tuned throughout this video as we delve deep into this review. And at the last part, I will teach you how to install this dashcam to your car. You can buy this dashcam directly from the link in our video. Let's get started. The A200 being an inexpensive dashcam, you can have it for less than 2,500 pesos if you want just the front cam and all its features. But of course, since you want a higher level of protection, I highly suggest maximizing its dual channel capability by purchasing at least the front and rear cam bundle. And if you want to activate its smart features such as the 24-hour surveillance and time-lapse recording, this is the bundle that you should get, the one which has the hardware kit. This is also the bundle that we have for this review, and later on we'll talk about these added safety features if you have the hardware kit. But for now, let's unbox the 70mai A200. So here's the 70mai A200, and now let's explore what's inside the box. Let's start with this envelope that houses some of the things that you'll need for the installation. First, you have 2 electrostatic films for your rear dashcam, 2 electrostatic films for your front cam, 2 extra double-sided tapes, your user manual for the rear cam, and of course, the user manual for your main dashcam. Now onto the other side, you have this prying tool to assist you in installation, this cable for your front cam, another cable for the rear cam, this plastic tab that you'll use to attach the front dashcam, and this power adapter to connect your dashcam to your car's outlet. And now let's talk about the cameras. First one is the rear cam. Attached to it is the cable to connect it to the front cam, and at the rear is the adhesive to stick it onto the rear window. And here's the 70mai A200 front dashcam. This one houses all the nice features available to this smart device. Very nicely built hardware here. At the side, you have several ports and a slot for the memory card. And when you turn it around, there's your 1080p Full HD camera that can capture clear footage at 60 frames per second. It has 4 buttons for navigation and this LCD screen to preview your footage and to adjust the settings of your dashcam. Lastly, here's the plastic tab I showed you before, and here's how you attach it to the front dashcam. Very easy. Since we got the full option, we also have the hardware kit for the 70mai A200. This box contains the wire that attaches to your car's fuse box via these 3 wires, and the other end attaches to your front dashcam to keep it powered even when the vehicle is off. And so if you have this hardware kit, you no longer need this power adapter. Don't forget to purchase a memory card for your dashcam. So now let's talk about the 1080p front cam of the 70mai A200. This one can capture 60 FPS of footage, ensuring smooth videos throughout. What I love about this front cam is its HDR that maintains proper exposure in your videos, which is very important when driving under direct sunlight, more so when you're driving at night. However, when you activate the HDR of the A200, the frame rate automatically drops to 30 FPS. Despite that, the videos are still clear and smooth. Complement that with 70mai's My Color Vivid Plus solution and you get great videos any time of the day. Take a look at this driving footage with the sun in full brightness mode. Notice that no portion of the video is washed out or underexposed due to the bright sunlight. The sky retains its clear blue color, the asphalt road is properly exposed too, and the trees beside us have nice colors too. Here's another footage that really impressed me. I've been driving inside Clark, Pampanga during sunset and noticed that the beautiful gradient sky is nicely captured here. And although it's already dark outside, you can still see some details from the surrounding trees. Here's another footage during sunset, capturing these beautiful hanging lanterns. Now let me show you a nighttime footage that clearly shows how well this front cam handles glare. In this video, a patrol car is in front of us. Normally, this blinking light is very painful to look at, but this front cam lessens the intensity of the light and it keeps the surrounding area still properly exposed. Here's where things get better. Even in low light conditions, the camera is still able to capture good footage, and that's thanks to the f2.0 lens that this front cam has, and 70mai's night owl vision, which allows the camera to capture more light even at nighttime. Now we're casually driving inside the park and look at the people casually enjoying their restful evenings. We're now at a stoplight and notice that red light from across the road. Take a look at this. We're zooming in, and there you go. This camera still managed to capture the numbers at the red light counter on the other side of the road. Well done, 70mai. Let's talk about the rear dashcam. This one also records at 1080p. The frame rate is only at 25 FPS. So the footage here is less smooth than the front cam. And let's be honest, the front cam is more superior than this rear cam, which is just right because the front cam is the more important footage to capture. The rear cam is only supplementary. This is not to say that the rear cam is bad, quite the contrary. Remember that this is an entry-level dashcam, and so you cannot expect top-tier specs. Despite that, the videos here are good enough, properly exposed surroundings too. We're now back at the park and obviously the rear cam struggles a little here, but there's still an acceptable amount of details in our video. So there you have it, folks. Those are the cameras of the entry-level 70mai A200 dashcam. But this dashcam isn't just all about capturing videos. It still has more safety features up its sleeves and it's time to talk about them. First one is the buffered emergency recording. This feature is all about keeping evidence when it so happens that you get in a collision with another vehicle. The built-in G sensor in the dashcam will then automatically sense the collision and it will save the footage in a secure, separate folder. Lastly, we have two important features that enhance your vehicle's safety even when you're not driving it, and these are the collision detection and time-lapse recording. Do note that these features require the installation of the hardware kit. The collision detection senses disturbances around the car when you're not around. This feature automatically records a 30-second video upon sensing a disturbance, saves the video in a secure folder, and notifies you via the 70mai app when you turn on your vehicle. On the other hand, the time-lapse recording acts as a CCTV inside your car, and it records videos at 1 frame per second using both the front cam and rear cam while your car is parked. You can then review the footage using the 70mai app. What I like about the 70mai A200 is that it's truly a smart dashcam with a seamless user experience, and that's because of this 70mai app. You can connect the A200 to your smartphone via Wi-Fi, and you can download your videos or tweak every setting using your smartphone. Those are all the features of the 70mai A200. But before we end this video, allow me to show you how easy it is to install this camera to your car. We're now inside the car and let me show you how to install the 70mai A200 dashcam. And it's very easy. As you can see, I already have the glove compartment removed because this is where I'll be passing the wire through to keep the interior clean after installation. And firstly, I had the mounting tab installed onto my windshield just behind the rear view mirror so that the camera is centered after installation. Remember the electrostatic film? Simply cut the layout, stick it to the windshield, and remove the tape cover from the tab and install it like so. And here's how it will look when the 70mai A200 is installed to it. Now we get the main power cable and we will route it from the dashcam to the power supply. For this car, the power supply is under the center armrest, so it's gonna go from the dashcam to the ceiling, the A-pillar, behind the glove compartment, tucked beside the transmission tunnel, and into the center armrest. Let's get that handy prying tool to tuck the wire, and now we have it installed. Don't forget to insert the memory card. I followed the same procedures to install my rear dashcam. The electrostatic film first, and stuck the rear cam to the center of the rear window. And now let's route this power cable for the rear cam, and as usual, usual, we will trace it from the front cam first, but this time, we pass it over the driver's side going to the rear. Now it's connected, but we have this exhaust wire, and all that's left to do is tuck it in. Leave some wires outside to allow the rear hatch to open. The 70mai A200 is now ready to protect you and your vehicle. And there you have it, folks. That's all you need to know about the 70mai A200. Personally, I was surprised by how much features are packed into this entry-level dashcam. Honestly, it doesn't feel like an entry-level dashcam anymore. Kinda like a mid-tier dashcam for me, but the good thing here is the price. 70mi's dashcams nowadays are getting better and better, and their affordable prices just make things even more delightful. So if you guys are still unsure as to which dashcam you should get, the 70mai A200 is definitely a great starting point for you. The 70mai A200, your essential entry into dual vision. This has been Enzo from AutoTune Media. Thanks for watching, folks. Till next time.